Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Soul Intuition and your monthly collective tarot reading. I've got your oracle cards shuffled and ready to go. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not every message may resonate with you. Feel free to take what does, leave what does not here because it could be for someone else. Okay, so there is this energy of quickness with this reading. It's almost like this energy of like fast-paced energy. So that could be what you're experiencing or moving into at this time. Okay, this tower card is unique. It's like a tree. It's spiraling branches and it's being struck by lightning, which is in the traditional tarot. But the message that I'm getting with it is kind of like you're almost like you're sliding into some new existence. It's like something could be taking off for you, which is actually symbolic of a message that I got for the Sagittarius reading. So perhaps for some of you, Scorpio, you have Sagittarius placements or you're dealing with a Sagittarius. And I remember you got the card that I got the takeoff message with. So it does feel like at this time, Scorpio, you could be kind of being catapulted into, in a way, into something new. And it doesn't feel bad. It feels exciting. Like it does feel like there's some feeling of anticipation with this. But there's almost like this feeling of electric charge that's coming through in what you're moving towards. Okay. So the first card right here, the first two cards are hunger and anxiety. So that anxiety that I'm feeling, it's like this anxiety or this electric charge to move towards something, or like to, it's like the anticipation of something. It's on the tip of your tongue. It's right at your fingertips. And that feels really good. We also have the card Nourish coming out, and I'm putting that on the hunger card. So there could be something related to diet or nutrition coming up for you at this time, Scorpio. Maybe that's what's coming. That's what the anxiety piece is about. I also see the inner child card here. So for some of you, that could be something that is associated with inner child healing. Take that how that resonates for you. Some of you could have self-limiting beliefs around diet or exercise. Some of you could have fears around diet, nutrition, things like this, or anxiety. There's a desire to nourish yourself and experience change. So we have inner child that came out. I put that on anxiety. I also see invite help. So some of you could be seeking out people that can help you, whether that's loved ones, perhaps that's a therapist for some of you. Perhaps some of you are seeking out a dietitian, a personal trainer. Perhaps some of you are seeking out a therapist or an energy healer. Because there is this big push to change and to nourish yourself and to kind of like tap into the energy of fullness. We have extremes coming up here. Some of you could have been going through something really challenging related to perhaps needs not being met, feeling empty in some way. And I feel like right now you're at a time where you're seeking out the resources to help you to heal something that perhaps for a group of you has been with you since childhood. And that's been a huge catalyst for anxiety or fear. And I feel like in the present moment, perhaps this is very extreme with the solar eclipse, or not the solar eclipse, maybe solar eclipses have been significant for you, but with this full moon in Aries, there's this energy of focus on perhaps nourishing the places where you felt deprived in whatever way that's been true for you. And I'm thinking, because for Scorpio risings, you can, not always, but you can have Aries in the 6th house. And that is on your health, your daily routines, I believe. So that could be, and also I think your fitness. So that could be coming up for you at this time with this full moon. We also have the energy here of new beginnings and change. So it does feel like with this full moon, there is some new beginning that is taking shape that allows some changes to occur. Perhaps it's a change in mindset. Perhaps you have the opportunity to fill some void or some gap where you haven't felt nourished or cared for. Perhaps you're inviting others to help you to meet those needs that you have, and that's allowing this change or this new beginning to take place. Wherever for you, Scorpio, there's been a well of unmet need or unmet desire, it feels like the opportunity to meet that is becoming available for you. Okay, cool. Let's see what is going on for Scorpio. Sun, moon, and rising. What do they need to hear, know, or see this October and moving forward? What do they need to hear, know, or see? We're doing 3 more, and we're doing a Celtic cross. Thank you, great archangels, for these messages for Scorpio, Sun, moon, and rising. What do they need to hear, know, or see at this time? Best and highest messages for Scorpio last one. All right. There is this feeling, and I do have like a time constraint, but there is this feeling of like urgency, get it done, that is associated with your energy right now, Scorpio. All right, so we have the 6 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, you could be moving out of a phase of introspection or quiet and into a space of being a little bit more open. Maybe something that was really difficult for you for a period of time. You're feeling a little bit more, it almost feels like a feeling of elasticity, like you're able to move a little bit more freely, make different choices. It almost like feels like you have more mental elasticity to try some new things or integrate some new experiences. But either way, 6 of Swords is you're moving out of conflict energy and into calmer waters. So what's at the center of this reading for Scorpio? We had a chunk of cards coming out. The 4 of them, to be exact. I just heard, no, I'm not going to take that. But it was interesting because I started reading it first. So I feel like what's coming through is maybe you could be moving so quickly at this time, Scorpio. You may not be pausing to see every potential opportunity or also support that you have available to you. So we have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So there's a lot of swords energy here. That tells me that you're thinking a lot, you're planning a lot, and you could be communicating a lot too. It does feel at the center of this reading like you could be planning something or moving towards something. It could be some educational goal. Yeah, we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck here. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra or a feminine energy. But there is this message of working towards a goal or planning for your future or executing something that it feels like you know is going to change your experience, like having some clarity around this. And also having some clarity on what your needs are, it feels like. So for those of you who've been on this journey of like, I have this well of need or desire that is unmet, you're now becoming aware of what those things are and how you can meet them and how you can invite others to meet them too. Oh, that was the center of the reading, not the bottom of the deck. There was so many cards, I got confused. All right, what's crossing this? for Scorpio? Thank you. We've got the Chariot. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, but this is energy of movement forward. Some of you could have also received some downloads, I'm hearing, or some spiritual enlightenment around what it is that you're healing in order to be the best and strongest version of yourself. Nine of Pentacles is an energy of overcoming challenge or obstacle, to be fully embodied in your self-worth, to be fully embodied in your individual abundance, and recognizing like the gifts and the kind of like the true value of what it is to be you. That is Nine of Pentacles energy. And it feels like at this time and with this lunation, you're able to become clear on the direction you're going to embody that. What's in the recent past? Thank you. We got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles in the recent past. With me saying the Ace of Cups, this Ace of Pentacles could be for you some sort of a love opportunity. For some of you, it could be an opening up of the heart chakra. But with the Ace of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, Death card here, that's you. It feels like some new opportunity to grow, some new stable foundation has been set, not built, but set. You're moving in the direction in the recent past of a very stable outcome. It's like the beginning of the Ten of Pentacles you're setting in the recent past. What's in the upcoming future for Scorpio? All right, we have I knew there was two cards there. We have the King of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So our beginning energy with the Six of Swords is coming out in the upcoming future. So some of you could be also experiencing a lot more positive shifts with your abundance and at work. Some of you could be getting a raise. Some of you could be kind of your own boss is also coming through. But there's this energy of change. And maybe for some of you, if you struggled with limiting beliefs around your abundance or your ability to earn an income, it feels like what you love and what you're passionate about, that is shifting, and you're moving towards your success and your abundance. There's also this message coming through of, for those of you that felt that well of need, you're at a place now, or in the near future, I feel like it's beginning now, but in the near future, we're able to meet that need. Okay. And after a period of this taking a very long time, it feels like the energy is picking up. All right, we have the Three of Cups coming out. It landed on the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, you could have soulmates, perhaps one significant one. Perhaps for some of you, it's a group of soulmates that are coming into your experience to assist you in this. This could also be your community that is kind of rallying around you, that invite others energy. You could be seeking out resources to assist you and to help you to align with, it feels like not only your most authentic version of self, but the version of self that is feeling empowered to meet their own needs and to pursue the things that they feel aligned with and like they want to create in their life. Yeah, we have the Magician here. So the things that they want to create. What's in the below? Thank you. We've got the Fool that kind of slid into the reverse. So I'm just going to read this intuitively. With the Fool in the below, it feels like there could be some hesitation about pursuing the things. There could be a little bit of imposter syndrome energy coming up here in the below. Can I do this? Can I have this? Do I have what it takes? For those of you that have done some work around limiting belief systems related to your career or what it is that you want to pursue, perhaps for some of you, this could be, that intuition or manifestation energy. There's this feeling of in the below, being a little bit disconnected from what it is that gives you that feeling of power. So in the above, you're seeking that power. And in the below, it's like, Do I have what it takes? And maybe this is where that energy of inviting in others that help you to reach that path to till try and rewind my words here. Seeking out others or inviting in others that help you to get to the path of where you can be the fool in the upright, and you can take that leap of faith and have that new start. Okay. It's also worthy of mentioning, we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and in the above, we have the King of Wands. So for some of you, there could also be some sort of passionate relationship involved in this as well. Maybe it's, this feels kind of like a side note, maybe not for everybody, but for those of you that are in present dynamic, you know, that could be a part of your experience. All right, we've got the Seven of Cups coming out in the challenge position. We have the Five of Pentacles. So some of you could be feeling a little bit, it almost feels like removed from something or confused about something. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. Four of Cups, yeah, that's that energy. Three of Cups, or Three of Swords. So there's this energy in the challenge of maybe having some confusion about where to go. You could be feeling a little bit on the outside of something, since we had the Five of Pentacles as well. You could be feeling a little bit left out, or like, it's almost like it could feel like you see, for some of you, it does feel like you could see people moving ahead of you in something, or away from you, and you could be struggling with that. For others of you, there's this feeling of kind of not knowing where to go from here. That doesn't feel bad for everyone, but it does feel like maybe that's a little bit overwhelming or confusing for you, not having the next steps planned out. You will eventually land in a place of victory. So if you are feeling a little bit confused or chaotic in the present moment, or like unsure, it all pans out. There is this need of trusting the process with that, Scorpio. Okay, what is the outside influence? Thank you. The moon. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer. We have the Ace of Wands here, and the Nine of Cups is kind of poking out. With the moon here and the outside influence, there could be things that you're wanting to say to people around you that you're kind of keeping to yourself. It could be out of concerns of how they'd be received. You could have fears or worries around your ideas, and how those will take shape, how they will affect your stability in some situation, or your healing in some situation. With the moon here and the outside influence, it just feels like there is a portion, there is something that you're not saying. There is something that you're not bringing to the surface with those that are around you. And if you throat chakra, if you are in a place where you're inviting in those to help you, the more honest, maybe not even help you. For those of you that are inviting people to share in your experience, the more honest you can be with them, the more that you can share your ideas with them, the more that it will help you to further your state of stability and healing. There is a level of trust that is required at the present time, Scorpio, for all that is unseen and unknown. And perhaps with this full moon, what you need to focus on releasing is the energy of, perhaps what you need to invite in with this full moon is the energy of surrender and letting what is meant to occur. releasing pain or fears around releasing pain or heartbreak or feelings of being removed from something in some way, or maybe, back to that energy of not having needs met or not having desires be acknowledged. There's this energy of kind of trust and surrender that needs to come up with that, and you moving into the state of being embodied and seeking those things for yourself. Okay. Energy of taking your power into your own hands, Scorpio. That could be something that comes up with you this lunation. All right, we've got the 10 of Cups coming out and the hopes and fears. There is this hope or this desire to experience love and fulfillment. That's something we've been talking about so much this reading. And support also with the 10 of Cups, and moving out of hermit energy is being on your own, going through the trenches to figure out the soul's journey. And the hope is that you're moving out of that and into a state of supported connection, it feels like, whether that's in intimate partnerships or that's in seeking out people to help you to make the changes that you want to make. All right, what is in the likely outcome for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising? We have the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. All right, with this being in your likely outcome, it feels to me like at this moment, it's really important that you pause and acknowledge how far that you've come. I'm hearing in the last 2 to 3 years, Scorpio, you've been through so many tower moments. That was the initial energy that I was meditating on as your card is the Tower. And it feels like you've been through so many tower moments where you've been kind of like I keep hearing like pulled to the brink. So for some of you, Scorpio, you could have been pulled into situations and times where it's like, oh, how much more of this can I take? And it feels like acknowledging or pausing to acknowledge this month and with this lunation on October 17th of how far you've come and this stable foundation that you're building for yourself. It's like one foot in front of the other, one day at a time. You're creating your reality. And any feelings of imposter syndrome, that's something that it feels like you're slowly moving out of, and you will develop the ability to take those risks, to speak your mind, speak your truth, ask for what it is that you want or you need, but acknowledge how far you've come and how many changes you've made in order to build your new stable foundation or to lay your new stable foundation. All right, Scorpio, let's get you some advice for this month since we're ending on an interesting note. What's Scorpio's advice for this month? All right, we have the World and the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like this came out for someone somewhere else. Maybe it was Aries. I don't remember. With the World and the 8 of Pentacles as your advice, there's a whole new journey being opened up for you right now that is as a result of the hard work that you're putting in on yourself, on the things that you're pursuing. Perhaps it's your career, perhaps it's your finances, perhaps it's your healing, perhaps it's a relationship, Scorpio, perhaps it's all of it. All of the energy and the focus and the intention that you've been putting towards this, it's paying off. And there's something new developing here for you that is going to take you on a whole new journey that feels really expansive and limitless, and like you can make it exactly what you desire it to be. All right, Scorpio, this is your reading. I trust that it resonated with you and brought you some feelings of clarity. If you wouldn't mind, I would really be grateful if you liked, shared, commented, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out and helps other people to find these readings as well. Until next time, be well. Bye, Scorpio.